plus 5? Good. What's 5 times 5?
25.
Good. These are all solutions to problems. The solution that I'll be talking about today is a little more complex, and it's more about why steroids should be used in sports. Steroids were banned from the Olympics in 1972. In the 1930s, that's when they were introduced to the world. Well, ever since then, doctors and athletes use steroids to either improve performance or for health reasons. In ancient times, it was always everybody wanted to win. So for the competitor, it was always about how to find an upper hand in beating the other athlete. So many lives were lost during this time as well due to that. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about some solutions for how we can introduce steroids into baseball, which I'm going to inform you guys a little bit about steroids, talk about the health solution, the don't tell, don't ask solution, and applying steroids to sports, plain and simple. John Palazzo from St. John's Mercy Medical Center states in an article with Sensation about the placebo effect. The placebo effect is just when the body hits a point where it just can't train harder, or you just hit a peak and can't lift any more weight. Well, by using steroids, we can train harder and we can hit this point a little harder. Also helps with AIDS, with burns, really heavy burns, weight loss, inflammation, and some asthma attacks. Another thing that's beneficial with steroids would be the fans. It's what the fans want. The fans want to see more home runs. They want to see faster pitching and harder hitting. And this would be a way to add that. Also, it'll save money in organizations and players, so they won't have to find players so often, and some of the things along that. Well, there's another article in Cleveland.com by Max Mayhem, who is 64 years old. He talks about caffeine. Why can't we use caffeine in sports? Well, if you drink a 16-ounce coffee from Starbucks and 2 Mountain Dews, it's the same exact thing. So why wouldn't we be able to do that? Along with that is painkillers. He talks about painkillers. If we can't use steroids, then why can we use painkillers? Painkillers, obviously, it takes away the pain, and why would we be able to play while hurt? So it's giving an advantage to the player that's hurt to still stay in the game. Also, Max talks about some of the rules in baseball. Well, baseball can make their own rules, so it could be as simple as just adding steroids to baseball. It's just as silly as how they have that rule about in the American League they have 10 batters, but in the National League they only have 9 hitters. So what's up with that? Some of the health solution, Chris Woldston talks about it in an anabolic steroid article, and he states that it's safe and effective as long as you're prescribed by a doctor and under the supervision of a doctor. It also talks about how it's going to help with males who have low testosterone. So if by taking steroids, they're able to have the right energy levels and perform like they're supposed to perform. Along with some of the other things would be your vision would increase, reaction, your mood increases, so you'll be happier, and also recovery. Recovery is huge for organizations because when can we throw the guy? I mean, you see some of these pitchers in the MLB, they're only throwing 5 innings and one time a week. Well, now we can maybe throw them 2 or 3 times a week without having any injuries. Another solution would be the don't tell, don't ask solution, which is talked about in the Bleachers report by John Howell. It's used in the military, so why make it an issue? Just stop making it an issue. So if we just forget about it and let it go, then it's fine. The only time that it should become a problem is if athletes are becoming crazed and ranting. So such things as that can affect the organization or the team chemistry or even striking an umpire. Then it becomes an issue. But until that point, we should be okay with it. And the easiest solution would be just adding steroids to sports, just letting them be legal. It's plain and simple, and it healthy athletes and the fans are happy, and it's a healthy organization. Less money is spent, and the players stay healthy longer. These reasons for my solution are just an easy fix. It's all about the society and learning about how steroids can benefit our world.